All right, we're back with part three. So when Harold left us for part two, you were going out to a whole new world as a caddy. So
Right.
take it from there.
Okay. It was an altogether different experience. I had never been in an environment like that. It was a all white exclusive golf course and men only. I mean, this is where the rich and powerful men played at Burning Tree Golf Course. And so I went out there and became a caddy. It was a funny thing because they didn't even allow their white wives to play out there. But on Mondays, they allowed their black caddies to play. We could play on the golf course on Mondays. So a lot of us learned how to play golf on Mondays at Burning Tree Golf Course. And one of the things my boys told me when I got there, look, Harold, stay away from Petey Green. Don't go nowhere near Petey Green. Peter Green was a hustler. He would crap cars down deep in the woods. He didn't come out there to caddy. He came out there to set suckers up and win their money after they're gone out there on that golf course all day. So anyway, several weeks later, I go out to the golf course and I get in early. So now I got to wait for my homeboys because we all like to ride back on the bus together, stay together, and figure it was kind of safe then because there still was a lot of things going on. So we kind of hung together. So anyway, I'm waiting for my boys to come in. I said, man, let me go down here and see what this Petey Green's all about, man. Can't about no Petey Green. I came out of a hustling household, shooting crap and playing cards. I do all that stuff. Man, I went down there and there was a Petey Green. I was broke, man, within 15, 20 minutes. He had taken all my money. And then he gave me $2. He said, Little Bell, here's $2. You can get some little tavern hamburgers and your bus fare back home. I need my money back when you come back out here. So now I go up to the front, man. I don't want to see my homeboys because they done won't forewarn me. Stay away from Petey Green. But knucklehead got to go down and find out what Petey Green's all about. So I started walking toward the parking lot, and I heard the pro, Max Elvin, call me. He said, hey, Little Bell. Little Bell. So I turned around, and he said, called me, waved me over. I said, what's up? He said, look, I got 2 bags here. They're not going to play but 9 holes. So, you can get in and out. Well, I thought about it, man, this is great because Valentine's Day was coming up, and I ain't had no money to buy my mom, my girl, a Valentine's Day card or candy. So that was right on time. So I put them 2 bags on my shoulder. I started walking toward the first tee, and I heard somebody say, hey, Harold, are you ready for an adventure? And I turn around, and I see these 2 white men smiling at me. And one of them was the Vice President of the United States of America, Richard Milhouse Nixon, and Attorney General William Rogers. So I said, man, just come on, just give me the money. Let's go. But after 3 holes, I found out what he was talking about. Was I ready for an adventure? His ball stayed in the woods, in the trees, more than the birds and the bees. Every time I look up, man, his ball was in the woods. But what happened, Attorney General Rogers was teaching him the game of golf. Attorney General Rogers was a scratch golfer, man. He could play. So anyway, we come out of the woods, and I said, man, I sure be glad when this 9 holes is over. We get up to the 9th hole, man. It's almost dark. And Vice President hit another ball in the woods. And we go in the woods and we come out. So he came out and hollered, hey, Bill, let's go 9 more. I said, oh, my God, he didn't say that. 9 more holes. And, man, ended up going 9 more holes. I don't know how we got around it, man. It was dark. We coming up to the 18th tee. And I look at the clubhouse, man. They got lights on in the clubhouse. And the Vice President hit another ball in the woods. He said, okay, Harold, that's it. Let's go. So we walk on in. So I'm standing out there, man. All my homeboys gone. I'm trying to figure out, I don't know how I'm going to get home, man. Because all the golfers are gone, too. But there's always some golfers in there playing cards. They're playing pinochle, They take a shower, come out, play pinochle, and eat a sandwich and stuff. So I'm waiting out there for the cooks to come out or somebody so I can get a ride home. So anyway, the Vice President comes out and he pays me. He said, Harold, okay, man, we enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I said, I hope not. I hope not. So anyway, I am waiting for a ride, and who comes out of the clubhouse but the Vice President Rogers? And the first thing the Vice President says to me, hey, Harold, do you need a ride? I said, yes, sir, I surely do. So he said, come on. Man, I went out in the parking lot, man. There was a Cadillac, man, as long as a block. I had never seen a Cadillac that long. Now, during this time, you got to remember, he didn't have Secret Service men with him. It was just he and Rogers. And Mr. Rogers went in and got in the driver's side. Vice President got in the passenger side. And I opened the door to get in the back. Man, it looked like an apartment back there. I said, whoa, whoa. So we started to drive on into the city, man. And the Vice President, he's looking back at me. He's smiling. He got something on his mind. So he said, Harold, where did you live? I live in Northeast Washington, sir. I live in a place called Parkside, a development called Parkside. He said, wow. He said, do you have any brothers and sisters? I said, yes, sir. I got 2 brothers. My mom's a single mom, and she's raising the 3 of us. So, man, he said, wow. So he said, you play any sports? Man, what did he say that for?
Uh-oh.
I'm in my heyday, 1957. I'm rolling that spinner. I'm playing everything, football, basketball, and I stuck out my chest and said, yes, sir, I play football, basketball, and baseball. So he looked at me and laughed. He said, he got me there. This when he got me. He said, how are your grades, son? I said, oh, my God. I said, oh, my God. I said, they're all right. He said, look, Harold, you got to get your grades. Those books will carry you further than a football, basketball, or baseball, man. And we had a great conversation, man. This is the first time I ever had an opportunity to sit down with a high-powered white man, and he cared something about me because he showed an interest in me.
Right.
So anyway, I got on the bus at Westmoreland Circle, got home, and told my boys what happened. I caddied for Nixon and everything. It wasn't no big deal. But we became friends, and I caddied for him the next year, 1958. And he was going one way, I was going another. I was trying to get out of high school. I was messing up, flunking everything. And I remember when we got to the bus stop at Westmoreland Circle, I was supposed to be graduating. He got out in the car and gave me an envelope. He said, Harold, I'm going to be leaving the country, and I want you to continue in school and get your grades and everything. And we'll stay in touch. Well, when I got on the bus, I opened up the envelope. It was a $50 bill, and the first time I ever seen a $50 bill.
Oh, wow.
They handed me a $50 bill, man, and of course, I didn't graduate till next year, 1959. Ended up going down to Winston-Salem State, where my coach, Big House Gaines, my high school coach, Dave Brown, who helped me get through high school because I was flunking out and had to end up graduating from Fairmount Heights because I had messed up at Spingarn. But went down there and, did the best that I could. My mother was in and out of the hospital, St. Elizabeth. She had a mental breakdown with just so much pressure on her trying to raise 3 guys, man, and hard-head guys, man. And I had to go out and chase my dreams for the NFL. And then eventually came back home because it didn't work out. And came back home, and guess who got me a job?
Who's that?
Petey Green. I was soon
to be legend.
Yeah, soon to be legend. I'm up at 7T, hanging out up at the Howard Theater. That's how we usually do. And I just seen my homeboy Marvin Gaye. Marvin, of course, was a dear friend that I had met during high school. Always wanted to be an athlete. He couldn't play nothing, couldn't play dead, but wanted to be an athlete. Well, he could sing back even then. But he told me, he said, man, I'm doing okay, man. I'm getting ready to get out of town, man. I'm going to be gone. I'm with a group. And then, of course, Petey came up and asked me what I was doing. I said, man, I'm home looking for a job. And he got me a job with United Planning Organization as a neighborhood worker. They hired 3 neighborhood workers, Petey Green, H. Rat Brown, and Harold Bell. Wow. How about that?
All right, that's a good place for us to take another break. And when we come back, we're going to come back and find out from Harold Bell how he became a legend and a D.C. pioneer for civil rights.